Hello everyone! Welcome once again to my studio. Today I am going to do a tutorial on how to make the saucer bead. So I have been getting a lot of requests and I will be showing you how to roll the strips of paper as one bead and also be giving you dimensions of the cut strips of paper. But again, your result would depend on how precisely you cut your strips of paper and the thickness or the kind of paper that you're using. But I got you covered in case you don't want to cut your own strips. I sell them on my Etsy shop, so they come in a bundle like this. So all you have to do is roll them, and you don't need a roller for this bead. So I'm talking about this bead that I'm wearing. It's a pendant. You can just string them on a simple ribbon and you're done. It's a conversation piece by itself. And also we sell them already strung on a ribbon like this, and they come on this little card which tells you a little bit about what we do. So this is also available on my Etsy shop, very inexpensive, ready to go for gift giving. So if you're ready, let's begin. So this is the pendant that I'm talking about, that I'm selling on my shop, and your finished bead can be made into anything. I know a lady that makes them into buttons for a sweater, so I guess you can dry clean them if you use this paper as a button. And I'm also just gluing it into a ring finding and turn it into a ring, a nice ring. So anyway, this is the bundle of paper that's also being sold on my Etsy shop, and it is I will be giving you the measurements. So here are the materials that you need. You need strips of paper, and again, this is being sold on my Etsy shop, and you get a bundle like this, and this is about close to 17 inches long, 16 3/4 of an inch. So this is like if you open up a magazine, you will get that length. So it's that long if you decide to use a magazine. And the base of the paper is it is 5/8 of an inch. So it's more than ½ inch, 5/8 of an inch. And you will get different sizes of bead depending on how thick are the strips of paper that you're rolling. So you can get a pretty small one like this that is about over an inch. You can get a pretty big one like that. It is 1½ inch, or you can make a bigger one depending on, again, on how thick the strips of paper that you're rolling. And you also need just a clear glue, just white glue that dries clear if you want. And again, vibrance. Vibrance will make your beads permanent, and I guess it's safe to say that it can last and last. I think it can last a lifetime if you just take good care of it. So, okay, let's roll some beads. To come up with a bead as big as this is the pendant that I was wearing earlier, you will need about 35 to 38 strips of paper rolled together. The neat thing about this bead, you do not need a roller to roll this. You'll just be rolling it with your fingers. So I'm sure there's another video I had of Janice rolling the bead, and it's just this is different. This is much simpler. So you just be ready with a cloth or a paper towel, because it's going to be a messy project. So this is my 38 strips of paper, and I'm just gonna be rolling it using my hands. So you just started it out like so, and just, I think the hardest part is keeping it tight, rolling it tight. You have to have a firm grip. So you can just imagine the ladies that are making these, they need to have a really strong hand. So you just need to hold like this. You do not put any glue or anything at this point. So just concentrate on pulling it tight. So this is the workshop that I did for JTV's customer appreciation, and we had so much fun. So now the ends of your paper will look like this. It looks like a they look pretty. It looks like a tail of a bird or a fish or something. So I transferred it to my left hand so I can pull tightly with my right hand, since I'm right-handed. So there is no glue that's going to be applied at this point. Just continue and smoothing the edges as you go along. Now when you reach this point, it's time for you to apply a lot of glue. I would say just randomly. You shouldn't be afraid to get messy. These are water soluble glue, so you can always just wash it off after. Just liberally apply glue, and now it's beginning to set. You can now relax a little bit with your grip. I would apply more glue. So this is kind of like a grayish black bead. Now be sure that you will be just smoothing it out and going in one direction. So now I can relax on my hold a little bit and just concentrate on smoothing out my bead. So because the ends can easily get tangled. The other thing, you want to make sure that you are smoothing it in one direction. Just one direction, like so. I'm going to put more glue. More glue. So you know what I'm saying by one direction? Because if I will forget and go in that direction, then all these edges, the tips would all be sticking up, or I will be messing it up, definitely. So you can adjust it by pushing it, make sure it's all even like a wheel in all sides. So when you have the center looking like that, I will just take something like, in this case, my roller, and just stick it on there, or skewer or something to smooth it out so you have a clean hole. So there's your finished saucer bead, and don't forget to glaze it with the vibrance, and it's ready to go. You can make several and make a nice statement piece into a necklace. I did that before, and I think you can find that on my blog. So okay, I hope that you have learned something today, and continue watching for my other tutorials. Thank you for watching.